world of soccer compete for the Budweiser Goal of the Year award. And now the highlights that lead to this year's Goal of the Year.
In 1978, the North American Soccer League introduced the Goal of the Year contest. That first goal of the year scored by this man, Giorgio Chinaglia of the Kosmos, on the header. 1981 has been a season of more great goals and several records that have been broken. Steve David got his 100th goal of his North American Soccer League career, and so did this man, Paul Child, 100 career goals. Later in the season, Giorgio Chinaglia once again back in the record books. This, his 300th career goal in a Kosmos uniform. And later in the season, this remarkable striker of the Kosmos scored the 600th goal of his professional career. Mike Stoyanovich of the San Diego Sockers had an enviable record, 10 goals in 10 consecutive games. And Kevin Bond of the Seattle Sounders converted 10 out of 10 penalty kicks. This past season was also the year of the free kick. Some goals scored on set plays after a short pass. David Moss of Tampa Bay. Peter Lorimer of Vancouver in slow motion. A perfectly placed ball in the upper left-hand corner of the net. And Ruben Romero of the Los Angeles Aztecs. Some were lofted into the penalty area and headed into the net. Kevin Bond of the Seattle Sounders. The remarkable Ace Netzelenge of Minnesota. And Allie Brown of the Portland Timbers. That ball struck with great authority. Some were the result of direct free kicks. Teofilo Cabillas of the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Duncan McKenzie of Tulsa. Truly a great goal. Some went through the wall. Watch this shot by Malcolm Waldron of Washington. But the unquestioned king of the free kick is Karl-Heinz Granitza of the Soccer Bowl-bound Chicago Sting. Granitza, with that powerful left foot, scored 9 goals on direct free kicks, including 2 against the Cosmos in the Meadowlands. Here he beats Hubert Birkenmeyer. And watch this great left-footed shot from 30 yards out against Minnesota. Perfectly placed in the upper right-hand corner. Again, in slow motion, Karl-Heinz Granitza takes his stance, follows through on the shot. A nice play by the goalkeeper, but no chance it's in the back of the net. In the normal course of the year, we had great headers also. This one from Parkinson in Montreal, Andrew Parkinson. Watch this shot from Rookie of the Year in the NASL, Joe Maroney from Tulsa. And once again, Allie Brown of the Portland Timbers. The center, and Brown up, strikes the ball, perfectly placed. Notice the almost extraordinary height that Allie Brown gets as he goes up to take his shot. At least 2 feet off the ground, and then the ball, goal. Some headers were the result of second efforts. Ray Hankin of Vancouver. And sometimes 2 heads are better than 1. Watch this goal from Roberto Cabañas. That volley shot by Cabañas, one of many great volleys we have seen in 1981. This one by Gordon Hill of Montreal. And Rudy Glenn, once again, of the Soccer Bowl-bound Chicago Sting. And from Vancouver, Peter Lorimer.
Trying to get the right-footed kick across. He does so over to Peter Lorimer on the far side. One-time the shot.
And some goals a result of half volleys. This shot by Steve Daly of the Seattle Sounders. Great goals are often the result of powerful shots, some the result of individual effort, and some the result of teamwork. This goal by Jan Goossens of Edmonton. Struck quickly and accurately into the net. Ricardo Alonso of the Minnesota Kicks. You've heard of the impossible dream, watch the impossible angle. And Osama Kahil of California, the only Egyptian playing in the North American Soccer League. And the immortal Teofilo Neni Cabillas of the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. A great pass. And Cabillas with the right-footed shot. And there were others.
This is Nino Zetz, left wing side, lays it off Tokato, right-footed shot. Goal! Got an overlap along the right side. Now it's played back to McLeod. The shot. It's goal! Van Vanderelst on the inside of him. Low cross for Giorgio, knocked out of there. Hard shot and a goal!
Weisbergen from 30 yards out just cracked the volley into the far upper corner.
Cabañas couldn't stop his man.
Some goals require finesse. Watch Brian Kidd. Bronco Segota of the Fort Lauderdale Strikers, one of the real true heroes of the playoffs. Great individual effort from number 20 of the Strikers, and then the sudden burst of speed. He's inside the penalty area and the left-footed shot. That's worth another look. Bronco Segota, who really came on toward the end of the year. Heading to his left, fakes to his right, acceleration, then the deft shot, left-footed into the back of the net. Peter Baralich of the Washington team, upper right-hand corner. And Toronto's own Jomo Sono on the far side. Sono controlling the ball, flick, and then the right-footed shot. A very graceful goal from Sono. And the Kosmos, Francois Vanderelst.
Played to Romero. And Vanderelst and a goal!
And that one's certainly worth another look, because one would think there is no way Francois Vanderelst, the Belgian, can possibly score. Another impossible angle, but nonetheless, he did. And Bill Faria of the Los Angeles Aztecs. You've seen bicycle kicks. Watch a beauty. From 12 yards out, Bill Faria comes to enjoy the adulation of the crowd after he had scored, and we'll watch it once again. Now the rebound. Faria controls it once, then with his right foot flicks it up, plants himself, and the bicycle kick, thunderous shot into the net. However, for a real coast-to-coast long-range goal, watch this effort by Jim Brown of Washington early in the 1981 season. It's in the back of the net. And once again, Johan Cruyff. There were not only great goals, there were also great saves this year in 1981 in the NASL. Watch this save by Bob Rigby. And the effort of Kevin the Cat Keelan. Down once, leaps, rebounds, and then goes up to make the save. And we all salute the effort of Jan van Beveren, 1981's North American Soccer League Goalkeeper of the Year. Sometimes there's a bit of luck involved. The post helps out. It was a year of great saves for Van Beveren, but every once in a while there was the frustration of being whipped. And he reacted predictably. And of course, in the 1981 North American Soccer League season, when there were scores, there were also celebrations. This is Tom Runyon of Fort Lauderdale. How happy is he? Willie Keeper, is he an acrobat? Let's try it backwards once. Washington Diplomats. Gordon Wallace of the Toronto Blizzard. And this time the celebration included just about every one of his Toronto Blizzard teammates. Sometimes in the NASL you're up, sometimes you're down, like Mano Sanan of San Diego. And sometimes you get a little help from your feathered friends, the San Diego Chicken helping Dallas celebrate. And Bill the Buffalo Faria. We saw him just a moment ago with a bicycle kick. Here he's on the wall and still happy. In the background, watch the animals. The raccoon shows how the save might have been made. The chicken thinks that's all right. Bugs Bunny, however, has the final word. Some goals that were scored this year were not included in our 1981 Goal of the Year competition. For example, this goal by Edson Arantes de Nascimento, known throughout the world as Pele. This goal from the recently released film, Victory. So perhaps we should explain why a goal is considered for the Goal of the Year. There are two factors. It must be the result of exceptional individual or team skill, and the goal should show both the combination of power and finesse.
It's time now for the North American Soccer League Goal of the Year, brought to you by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Here are the finalists of Budweiser's Goal of the Year competition.
In third place in 1981, the league's most valuable player, Giorgio Chinaglia of the Kosmos. The goal came against Jacksonville as Bullion passes back to Neeskens.
Johan looking for someone. Now goes to Giorgio, chips it over to Borja. Chico, a little chip in the box for David. For Vanderel to Giorgio. Shot! Goal!
What a tremendously sensitive touch Giorgio displayed on that goal as he beats Arnie Mauser. The crowd in the Meadowlands really applauds his effort. Mauser frustrated, but not many goalkeepers in the league could have stopped that effort. We'll look at it again. Giorgio controls with the right foot, then the deft touch with the knee, and finally the volley shot bounces once and is beyond Mauser in the back of the net. Third place in 1981. The second place goal was scored by 21-year-old Pato Marhetic of the Chicago Sting. It came against the Kosmos. The build-up began back near the goal mouth. Now at midfield, Karl-Heinz Granitza receives the ball on the right side. He sends it forward to Pato Marhetic at the offside mark. Marhetic almost tripped, but regains his balance, and then this tremendous shot. What a goal by Pato Marhetic. Let's go back and see where it began.
Around Eskandarian, Sanino trying to sneak up, can't do it. Granitza gets it now. There's the lead to Marhetic. Marhetic has the word on Rushi, shoots, score! Oh, Pato Marhetic! Happy birthday, Marhetic!
Pato Marhetic, runner-up in the 1981 Goal of the Year competition. And now the winner of the 1981 Budweiser Goal of the Year, George Best, brilliant midfielder of the San Jose Earthquakes. This goal came against the Fort Lauderdale Strikers, and keep your eye on George Best in the center of your screen as he gets this return pass. This is truly a great, great goal.
Best maneuvering unbelievably. Best still has it. I don't believe this move.
That's the greatest soccer goal I've ever seen. How? You talk about individual effort. That is the greatest soccer goal I've ever seen, Julie. Oh, man.
George Best of the San Jose Earthquakes. The Goal of the Year should be the result of exceptional individual or team skill and should show both a combination of power and finesse, and George Best truly had both.
Unbelievable goal by George Best. His 11th goal of the season. You talk about an individual effort. This was a virtuoso performance by Best.
They will give him the goal, and they'll give him 3 assists. Look at that move. And how about this one?
Look at all the defenders trying to contain him. And he blistered it by Van Beveren.
Never seen one better than that,
boy,
Julie.
that was really fine, wasn't it?
I've never seen one even close to that.
George Best,
He did it all by himself.
a soccer genius.
We hope you've enjoyed all the action that led to the Budweiser Goal of the Year. To soccer fans everywhere, this Bud's for you.